Saram and warm welcome to another episode of the Innovation with a Purpose podcast series in the light of research at Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, Institute's Innovation Council IIC. Warm welcome to Dr. P. Lavanya ma'am, and good evening and Saram to you.
Saram.
Thank you. So Lavanya ma'am represents the Department of Education. She is currently the HOD of Department of Education. And a quick introduction of Lavanya ma'am is she completed her BSc and B.Ed from Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, and MSc from Madurai Kamaraj University. She pursued her MEd, MPhil, and PhD in education from Sri Padmavathi, Mahila, Vidyalayam, Tirupati, and worked as a part-time lecturer at Sri Vidyalayam College of Education, Tirupati. She then joined in Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning as a lecturer in 2007 and currently heads the Department of Education. So, ma'am, as discussed, we have, I think, 4 themes for this particular podcast, and you're representing the department as such. We'll look at the vision and foundation of the B.Ed program to start with. Then we'll move on to research on education and human values. Then we'll move to innovative pedagogies, NEP 2020 alignment and internships. And finally, we'll look at collaboration, alumni impact and future vision, ma'am. These are the 4 themes that we are looking at today. Any welcome words before we start off?
Yes, sir. Thank you for inviting me and for your kind words for that. So, this is the most lovable department of the Swami, and the Swami is meant for this department is meant for the women candidates. Especially, Swami feels that women comparatively they are more compassionate. So that is how the department has come into the existence, and this decision Swami made in 1986 on Mahashivratri day. He announced this one, and department has commenced on September 18th, 1986. So we are striving what Swami has laid down the principles.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you for that. So let's look at the original story and purpose of the BD program as envisioned by Swami. We actually look to showcase research and real-world applications of education, human values, and peace education, and demonstrate the department's role in aligning with NEP 2020 through experiential, participative, and holistic teaching, ma'am. So the first theme in terms of the vision and foundation of the BD program, a couple of questions are: how did Swami's vision shape the unique approach of the BD program at Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, and in what ways does Educare differ from conventional teacher training methods, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Swami often spoke about 3 types of teachers: complaining teacher, explaining teacher, and inspiring teacher. The complaining teacher, the one only all the time they will be complaining what's the wrong with either management or from the children's side. When it comes to the explaining teacher, they will try to share their knowledge and teach the lesson and moves on. But then comes to the highest end, that is inspiring teacher, the one who transforms the lives. Now, and that's exactly what our B.Ed department at the SSSIHL is intended, and to prepare the inspiring teachers. Teachers who do not just teach and from the head, but also from the heart. And who live the values they speak up and uplift their students and become the instruments for transformation, just as Bhagawan envisioned.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you for that. Uh, so moving to the research on education and human values, EHV. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am, if you want to say something.
And coming to the point of Educare, how the Sathya Institute of Higher Learning B.Ed is different from the conventional teacher training institute. Here, I just want to emphasize one. So both, this is called, like Swami is very particular about Educare. So how is it? It is different from the conventional teacher training institutions. So both Educare and conventional teacher training institutions have the same common goal, that is all-round development of the child, which in align with the Bloom's taxonomy, where we are shaping the child in a cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domain, all the things. But how is it like Educare is slightly different from the conventional teacher education programs. This conventional teacher education program, it mainly focuses on the outer skills and more emphasis on the cognitive aspects like preparing lesson plans and delivering of the lesson plans, managing of the classrooms. And of course, these are all very important, but Educare, one step ahead, it goes into the deeper. So, like the word itself, it says educare means to bring out. What is this bring out? Swami has rightly said this thing to draw out human values already present within the each individual. And bringing out doesn't mean that talking about the values. They have to put it into the action. That teachers have to make the child to put it into their day-to-day life. That is what is exactly the educare focuses on. And Swami also gave us a very powerful message. He said a true teacher should have the head of Shankara, heart of Buddha, and hand of Janaka. So that is how even the Bloom's taxonomy is aligned with. When we say combination of three heads, head, heart, and hand. And Swami mentioned that combination of head, heart, and hand will make us Mahatman. So, to give us the holistic development of the child, where a teacher is not just a scholar or a manager, but wise, compassionate, and active guide, someone who thinks deeply, feels kindly, and acts selflessly. This is what about Educare.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very well put. So I think moving on to the second theme, we're looking at research on education and human values. What were the key findings from the early research on integrating human values into classroom teaching, ma'am? And how has the EHV approach evolved to meet the needs of today's learners and classrooms, according to you?
Yes, sir. So this research was taken up in 1990s by Professor Madhu. So that was the first research in the department. So with the focus of the education in human values, and this is a second research in all over India, which focuses on five human values. That is truth, love, peace, right conduct, and the non-violence. So now this research, when it comes to the outcome of this research, the student it is observed that students are very calm and they are very like gaining more of attentive when they are teaching through this human values. The main focus
Yep.
of this is so when they are doing with the human values, they will for each and every context, they will try to narrate a story from the day-to-day life or from the ethics and all. So this motivated a child like more attraction, I mean more attractive towards the subject. So this is how
Yep.
they have developed the interest also towards the school subjects. Otherwise, it is looking like so much of abstractness in the subjects. So and this became like a positive in a positive mindset also in the students, and they are felt like emotionally happy also. And it's like for the researcher, after interacting with the students, they felt that it is not reaching only to the cognitive level, whereas it is touching the affective and psychomotor also, where it is most of the time, or nowadays also, mostly it is neglected area of the education point of view, that is affective domain. That there we need to focus more on. And one more
Absolutely.
important aspect from this side is teachers developed a good rapport and they have developed strong connections between the student and the teacher. And it's like psychologically also it is proved that when there is a good rapport and strong connection between the teacher and the student, obviously the subject also will be liked by the student.
Absolutely, ma'am. Completely agree with you. So moving to the next one, innovative pedagogies and NEP 2020 alignment and internships that we wanted to talk upon. What are some innovative teaching strategies that combine values with constructivity and student-centered approaches? That's question number one. And how does the department prepare future teachers to thrive in diverse and changing education environments? And how is the internship model actually building on that? If you can answer these three, ma'am.
Yes, sir. As just now I have mentioned, the research which is taken in 1990s. It is though it's on 90s, but it is a all the time needed focused area of research.
Sure.
So based on that, now we are working on like advancement of the education and human values. That is value integrated constructivist approach. So, wherein we found that students are developing more of life skills through this value integrated constructivist approach. So, this
Sure.
is what is a change we found in. So, and if we take up the NCT 2014 regulations also, NCT is focusing on no more teacher is going to be a knowledge transmitter.
Hmm.
So they are going to be the humane teacher. So now even NEP 2020 is also focusing on to focus more on student centric methods than the teacher centric methods. So based on that, even entire curriculum has been changed. Now here we are with these two research outcomes and our observations when we are doing while we are doing this research, we have come up with the new innovative strategies, that is group learning and teaching, and individual learning and self-study, game-based learning, technology-based learning, peer teaching, learning through problem solving, project-based learning, mainly experiential learning, which is the need of the era, and blended learning. So these are the innovative strategies we have adopted, and we are training our prospective teachers also in this area. So in this regard only, what we are doing is we are giving them training not only in the conventional teaching methods, whereas they have developed the lesson plans in these areas also, so that they can adapt both to the conventional model as well as the innovative thing also. This is how they are fulfilling the both the criteria of NEP 2020 and the traditional conventional models also.
Absolutely, ma'am. And can you talk about the internship model as well?
Internships, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
I mean, we actually thought that you can actually talk about the internship opportunities that alumni actually have.
Yes, sir. So when it comes to the internship, NCT in the 2014, when it became a 2-year B.Ed program, so it became internship has become for the 16 weeks. It's an intensive
Okay.
internship is taking place. So in this internship, so what we are planning is we are providing the students both the exposure to the our own model schools which are running with the integral based education system, and we are
Hmm.
providing the exposure to the state board curriculum also, so that student will have both the comparison how to manage the classrooms. And part of this internship only, they will be given a training in the school attachment program. So that is in first semester and the second semester, wherein they will be provided the training in the soft skills, ICT skills, and developing of the lesson plans, three types of lesson plans. That is traditional lesson plan, ICT based lesson plan, and constructivist based lesson plan. So
Sure.
when they are trained in both the aspects, so it's easy for them to accommodate when they become the full-fledged teacher. So basing on that, almost all for government schools, nearly we are providing them 4 to 5 schools of exposure we are providing them, sir.
Absolutely. That's great, ma'am. Great to hear that. So moving to the final theme on collaboration and alumni impact and future vision, ma'am, couple of questions I wanted to ask. How have collaborations and alumni mentorship enriched the department's mission and student experience? And what is the department's long-term vision for becoming a leading center for values-based teacher education in India, ma'am?
Sir, at present we have 4 collaborations. The one is with our sister institution, Sri Sathya Vidyavahini, and the other one is the Gargi College of Education from New Delhi, and Sri Vidyalayam School. It's an alternative school from Bangalore, and one more is the Aish, it's located in the Mysore. That is meant for the special education. So all these 4 are very active, and based on this collaborations, we are taking that lead. We are exchanging the subject expertise, and students are given the exposure to the workshops, and they are doing the field visit. As a part of this only, they have recently visited to the Sri Venkateswara alternative school also. Basing on that, they have submitted the assignments, and some of the papers have come into the as a publications also. So this is giving the first-hand experience to the child. Whereas actually our B.Ed program is a normal B.Ed program. It is not meant for the special education. Whereas now the concept is inclusive concept has come into the existence. So mainly this school visit has gained the knowledge about the how to handle the inclusive classroom. So where they have interacted with the teachers and students and all. So they got the exposure, the first hand exposure they got from that. And coming to this alumni impact, so this expertise, they are like now we are getting a support from all our alumni in the point of view now wherever they are placed in a different locations abroad of the country and all, they are giving the expose to the children about the different boards of curriculum also, especially now IB board curriculum and all, and they are giving them like career counseling ideas also, and what are the innovative methods they are adopting at their level. So all these aspects, many of the aspects, they are helping us, and some of them like now our one some of the alumni working in a many of the universities, they are our board of studies members also. That is how they are contributing the department, and they are regularly visiting the department and giving the guest lectures on the topics also which are related to the students.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. I think just yesterday I was actually going through on LinkedIn some photos that I think maybe it is there in Anantapur, some kind of alumni interaction might have actually happened. I saw a lot of alumni there very, very happy and then actually posting a lot of messages on the LinkedIn. So I can actually see very strong collaboration with the alumni network, which is really, really good, ma'am. Uh, Anything you want to conclude, anything from your heart that you actually want to conclude, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Actually, this way we want to say our sincere thanks to all our alumni. Now we are managing our database also, and we are requesting others also, like whoever are having in connections and all. They are helping a lot for the department. We are highly thankful for the alumni support. And coming to this long-term vision, what we are planning is we are trying to collaborate with the SSSO and the Center for Sathya Studies. So with this, we want to carry forward the Bhagawan vision for education. Being an education department, we will be the pioneer for these things. So that is what is the first goal we are planning to.
Sure.
And to make the lesson plans, whatever is required for this digital education needs. In line this, I just want to share one thing. So what
Sure.
I have just now mentioned is the one of our scholar is doing on value integrated constructivist approach lesson plan. So wherein we have developed 40 lesson plans where how we can integrate values, and through values how can we promote the life skills. So those we are getting into in the form of lesson plans. So any teacher can easily adopt those lesson plans and they can be used into the classroom. So though it is a very small thing, but we wanted to do it. And the next focus also we are planning for the next scholar. She is doing on experiential learning, especially in the area of Gorkha land. So there we to like provide like civic awareness, so by through with the experiential learning. So there also we are planning to develop the lesson plans and submit this material to those teachers wherein they can use it, and most of the students can benefit out of it. So this is the
Absolutely, ma'am.
second plan of this thing we are planning. And
Sure.
next one is like we want to, earlier we used to conduct like workshop. We have already conducted many workshops on values to the local teachers, that we would
Right.
like to extend to the nationwide for the teacher education institutions as well as the schools as a small
Yeah.
token of service from the institute side. And
Absolutely.
this is in align with the NEP 2020 also, where now they are more focusing on values, ethics, and IKS.
Absolutely, ma'am. Something which I quickly wanted to check with you, ma'am. I mean, I think there's also a study, some kind of research done with four well-known philanthropic schools in South India,
Yes.
founded by Swami K. M. Munshi, Ramakrishna Mission, and Sri Aurobindo. Can you talk about that a bit?
Yes, sir. We took up a study in the like how peace education can be promoted in the four philanthropic schools. So these are like established by social reformers, and they are following. Each school is following as per their philosophy of the school, and most of the schools they are like proceeding with the integral system of education and integral education.
Right.
So when we have observed this thing, so they are mainly contributing to the peace education, how to promote peace through different activities. So for example, to say that thing, if we take up our own school of the primary school, so they are following some of the best activities. To say one of the activity is silent sitting, and the second thing is like storytelling. So this will easily which catch the attention of the students. And the third aspect is one aspect we have observed from the one of the school, Arabindo school, is an integral system. There they are following the differentiated curriculum. So this differentiated curriculum will motivate the student, like they are not feeling like we are in a competitive thing and all. As per their own pace, they can be proceeding.
Great, ma'am.
And nowadays, and some more to add on to this thing, like peace corner in the classrooms, creative peace activities. Out of all these things, one of the activities, the most effective activity is mentoring. So we have
Hmm.
observed in all these four schools that mentoring is happening. So that is developing not only the peace vibration in the school environment, but also the good emotional bonding between the teacher and the student. So that's a recent example only. Now to the alumni meet, we have got mostly 60 members of the students we have got. So that itself, it shows that there is a strong relation between the student and the teacher.
Absolutely, ma'am.
And we are very happy when they came, they said, whatever extent, like with our capacity, we can support, they are ready to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely, ma'am. I think just yesterday I was going through one of the posts by one of the alumni, and it was really good. A lot of photos splashed across, and a lot of people being very, very happy actually coming back to the alumni. And I also been alumni back in 93, 98. The class strength was very less, ma'am. So I did my BSc Max Economics and Statistics. We just were around 9 or 10, and we had Professor Vishwanath Pandit Garu teaching us mathematical economics. So it just 10 of us and him alone in the class. So it was beautiful mentoring. I think something which I could connect to what you were saying at the last is I think mentoring is most impactful when the number of students is less and the teacher is able to focus on them more. That's where the highest impact is. So I completely in alignment with your thoughts, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And I just want to add on one more also, sir.
Sure.
Now, like we are not only focusing on traditional methods, integral system of education. Now there is so much of change even in the B.Ed curriculum also.
Sure.
Now, because we want our students to be as per the competitive with the other students. They were nowhere less.
Yes.
So we are
Yes.
not compromising on quality at all. We are giving much more than that what outside they are getting. I can assure that. So in
Excellent.
that line only we have made, like we have brought so many changes even in the curriculum also. Now first year B.Ed students itself, we are sending them to attend to the national seminars and conferences, and they are
Mhm.
attending the conferences and they are doing very good in the conferences. And we got a very good appreciation from the conferences also for their paper presentation and for their communication skills and all. And add on to the second thing, we are encouraging them to take up the action research. So this
Mm.
action research will foster a bent in the towards the research point of view also. And this
Yeah.
they are gaining the first hand experience when they interact with the kids, and they will be coming to the what exactly are the problems are from the school level. This is a one more thing. And the third one is a very important thing is now, like they are writing the reflective journals. So about their teaching, about their exposure with the students and all. So this, like, these are all the changes. Even they are all very happy that yes, wherever they are going, first we can find a lot of change from the entry behavior to the exit behavior. So they themselves, they are feeling so confident. And it's not that I wanted to say, now many schools are in line before they complete their B.Ed program to appoint them as a teachers.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I think the in terms of the curricula, you are there best in the industry, and I think you've been actually sending your researchers or research scholars and the teachers across to different universities to listen to not only testing but also publish papers and represent their papers as such. I think that is something which ensures that they're actually very well trained, and Swami has ensured that the entire curriculum is so made that it's very useful for the society. And this is something which doesn't happen outside. If you really look at it, it's basically a degree and then go and they become a teacher. And I'm pretty sure other schools and the universities where our teachers actually go would actually love to have our students there, man. That's been the experience as such, yeah.
Here, just I wanted to add one more point also, sir.
Sure.
So what I
Sure, man.
one of the best practice of the department is where everywhere in the teacher education institution, they are confined to only some teaching skills and to the number also. But
Yeah.
here, all the for the for this 4 semesters, they will be practicing their micro teaching as well as reflective teaching. This will give them so much of self confidence. So, and wherever they are going, so they are ready for the demo in the next many terms. That's where
Absolutely.
we feel very happy, and all the lessons will be supervised by all the teachers. And every week we will ask them to put up some theme-based charts so that this group work also will develop. And as a teacher, these are all the minimum prerequisites required for the teacher how they can, develop their classroom also.
Absolutely, ma'am.
And we are encouraging them to take up these YM courses extra if anything they feel like. So they are doing that also.
Absolutely, ma'am. I think it's been a lovely conversation, ma'am. I think you have highlighted the Department of Education at Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning in terms of being a pioneer in integrating values-based education with research, teacher training, and innovative pedagogies, preparing educators who shape not only minds but also hearts in alignment with the vision of Swami, ma'am. The couple of objectives which I had, and you met 100%. You actually shared a lot of original stories and purpose of the BD program. You showcased research and real-world applications of education and in human values and peace education. You also demonstrated the department's role in aligning with NEP 2020 through experiential, participative, and holistic teaching. And you highlighted the role of collabs and alumni in sustaining this transformative vision, ma'am. So thanks so much for your time today, and thank you for representing the department so very well, ma'am. Thank you so much. Any parting words you have before we end?
I just want to conclude saying that our sincere thanks to Swami to making us a chance to serve him and making us, and we pray Swami to guide us to continue this journey. Thank you, Swami. Sai Ram.